Right then, this is Sharky from Shar-Kade. So I've been doing a big update on the Shar-Kade's virtual pinball cabinet. Now this is a 3-in-1 unit, so the actual back box, the playfield and the pedestal comes completely separate, so you can actually remove the playfield from the top of the pedestal and transport it around with ease. This is a 32-inch pinball cabinet. Now we have the back glass, the DMD, as well as the full playfield there. And we do have inside as well, we have solenoids on the flippers. We also have the SFF setup as well. So all the sound and stuff comes from the cabinet inside. So it's a stunning piece of kit. Like I say, I've been doing an update. Now with our virtual pin cabinets, you do get the full Pinball FX stuff. So it's a Pinball FX3, the official game, and Pinball M with all the tables. So you get all the tables, you can play online, all that stuff. And anytime a new set of tables come out, we'll upgrade you completely free, so you can have your own Steam account, set your own high scores, play with other people online, compete with other people online. All that stuff comes absolutely free. Now I've been doing some custom back box videos, so I've been using a few different bits of software to get these nice AI generated back glass displays. Now we're on Goat Simulator at the moment. There is a couple I'm still going through, but what I might do is I might even sell it as a kit as well for the Pinball FX and the Pinball M. So I may come up with maybe an upgrade kit. We also may be offering the for a cheaper price is the Pinball FX collection of games as well. So if you don't have a Shar-Kade unit and you want the official Pinball FX stuff, we may be putting up some of the prices up on the website. I'll discuss in an upcoming video what's going on in the background and stuff, and why there's so many delays in the background, but I'll hit that up on another video soon. So like I say, we've got Goat Simulator there. And we have all the latest tables as well. We have Tomb Raider, and what was the new collection? I think it was some classic tables was the newer ones. Tomb Raider was a previous update, I think. So we have Goat Simulator there.
Place at the top of the food chain.
I quite like this video back box as well for this Godzilla one. So we've got Godzilla there. Godzilla and Kong. Now I've got to edit this. For some reason Kong's looking like a dinosaur, so I will be editing this one, but it's cool the way it comes out really nice, and I'll get rid of that text on the top as well. So let's have a look. We're on Grim Tales. I quite like the way this one turned out. It turned out really smooth. And I've gone through as well all the audio, so all the audio, everything for the tables and stuff. The audio separate to the table video as well. So I've got all those separated. The DMDs I will go through. To be honest, I do just like the Pinball FX going through there with the DMD like that. I do prefer it like that on the system itself, but I may change that. I'll have both set up in a way, so I'll have the DMDs as on the game, and then I'll have the just a standard Pinball FX there. So let's head. So what are we on now? Solo. This is another one I've got to slightly edit. It looks a bit odd on Han Solo there, but I quite like it. It's a bit comical really, but that's a Han Solo one. Then we have the Hasbro's My Little Pony, I think. So you won't find these anywhere online. These are stuff I've created. And then we have that Homeworld one. This come out smart.
An object.
Looks
an
clean.
Starship deep inside the ring.
And then How to Train a Dragon pinball. Then we've got Indiana Jones there. This come out really nice as well. Hey J-Rod, dude, how's it going, man? And the Jaws one's
Catch
pretty
this
good.
bird for you, but it ain't gonna be easy.
Jurassic Park one is sweet as well.
To Jurassic Park.
Come out stunning. Pinball M's alright, man. I do prefer FXO. I do. I quite like the Chucky table, though I haven't had much play on the Chucky one yet. And Camp Bloodbrook's a new one, I think, the latest one. Knight Rider's cool. This come out stunning. Yeah, come out really smart, that Knight Rider one. So we have Kong.
A strange energy source sustains Hollow Earth, enabling life as powerful as the Titans.
Yeah, so I've tried to avoid having, if I can, audio within the videos. I'm having everything separate. It seems to perform better, though you wouldn't notice it, to be honest. You wouldn't notice it, but I check the systems and I see how it's performing and stuff like that, so I can tell with if something drops slightly, stuff like that. So yeah, like I say, I'll try and keep everything at the highest possible performance, because they are quite demanding, some of these virtual pin tables and stuff, especially when you're upscaling to 4K. We're on 2K at the moment, but 4K and stuff like that, and running multiple screens and multiple videos and audio and all that stuff, you know.
I'm not a master, but let's just start at zero. Level 0.
Kung Fu Panda one there, DreamWorks.
Let's go. So here we are.
Let's have a look. We've got the Avengers one there. So I do have everyone is video DMD. Sorry, backglass. But like I say, I've been going through all of them. There is maybe a handful I've got to redo, and a couple I've got to just go through and settle. I quite like this Masters of the Force.
Forward to completing your training. In time, you will call me Master.
Moon Knight one's good.
Quite like the Moon Knight one.
My thought is to please the blue guy. Still, he can't be handled.
The Pacific Rim one. And like I say, this is hours and hours and hours of editing. I'm not a fan of this. Is a Pasha one. I think there's an actual active backglass one that I've seen that someone else has created that looks better. So I might re-edit this one. So we'll have Snooty Pinball as well. And all these are designed off still images, and they've come out great, absolutely great. Pinbot, this is an unusual one. It's cool, man. This one I was impressed with.
I was thinking that I was out of work again when she stepped into my office. She was really something. A genuine knockout.
And we'll have a Rome one there. The Sky Pirates one as well.
Smell some gunpowder and hear the clash of swords. Not every day.
And then Sorcerer's Lair. Yeah, so what I'll be doing is I'll be putting up the a link. So these will be digital download, and we will, like I say, we'll be offering them in packs. So if you want the FX tables and certain upgrade packs, we can do it cheaper than what you'll get it on Steam. And like I say, that's the official tables. That's with your account as well, your Steam account. There's no buying Steam accounts and stuff like that. You can set up your own Steam account on your virtual pin cabinet, and then we've got also a script that'll load in Steam as the system loads as well. So we could set up a custom script so you can load up Steam, and then it doesn't conflict with anything in the background, all that sort of stuff. So that, I don't think that South Park one was mine. So let's have a look. The Star Trek one come out nice. This is virtual pinball, mate. We build virtual pin cabinets, arcade machines. So basically this is a pinball cabinet, and you can select multiple tables on it and play multiple games. You've got different features as well, so you can have knockers inside and stuff as well. Inside here has speakers as well that's safe mounted, so you can hear the audio come through the table as the ball moves around the table as well, and other features. And you can add other toys and stuff, other knockers and stuff like that. You can add plums as well inside, so if you tilt the table, move the table and knock the table, it'll flag up that it's been tilted, all that sort of thing. So you can add nice little features. This is a slimline design, because obviously pinball cabinets are big heavy machines, extremely large heavy machines. We have built a small form factor build. These actual play fields come up off the pedestal as well, so you can lift it up off, you can put it on a coffee table and just play direct through the play field, or then you can have multiple screens, so you can have your DMD, your backglass, all that sort of stuff. We do have a few systems to set up as well, so there is more systems set up on here. I've just disabled them because we're in my free play arcade at the minute, and some people have issues with one or two systems working with it, so I've disabled those till I fully flush those out. And like I say, I will be doing a playfield system as well, so it's playfield only, without the need of the back box, without the need of the DMD display. We'll have a playfield only section as well, so you can then just take this off, put it on a coffee table, play those tables without having to have the back box attached or the DMD. So I like to build machines as well that are transportable, easier to ship as well, legs don't get broken off, all that sort of stuff during shipping, and they're not too extremely heavy, they're manageable to be able to be carried, stuff like that. So what we've got Star Trek Discovery one. This looks clean, man. No, that hasn't updated that one. There we go. Cheers for the sub, dude. I'll show off some gameplay in a minute if you've never seen a virtual pin before, man. I do sell them, mate. I built to order, buddy. Another Star Trek one there. Yeah, I do sell them. You can go to my website, SHAR-Kade.co.uk, build custom bar tops, stand-ups, virtual pins we do. We do control panels as well, plug and play control panels. We actually do shark shooters as well, which you can plug direct into your TV, play all the latest and old school arcade shooters as well. So the new stuff like Jurassic Park, The Walking Dead, Transformers, all that sort of stuff's on there, and tons more, around 400 titles. All can be fully upscaled to 4K, so we've got a 4K screen there, all plug and play, bud. And there's super loud recoils. These ones have gone, they've been abused so much in the arcade, but we build brand new machines, like I say, with heavy recoil guns, all plug and play, dude. Which one, the pinball or the sharpshooters, mate? These are 2,500, but they have a high-end gaming PC inside. So you have an RTX 4060 GPU in there. You have a mini ITX motherboard inside as well, and a decent motherboard as well. And then we have custom power supplies, stuff like that. So these are future-proofed. You can play next-gen titles on these if you wanted to. But I try and keep the games and everything separated from them, mate. So I like to keep these shooters only, and this will be future-proof for the next 10 years for arcade titles, for arcade shooters. I've only went with the higher-end stuff and the higher-end GPU, stuff like that, so you can then upscale without having any issues later down the line, man. I'm well known, mate, quite popular in the arcade scene in a ways, dude. But like I say, we have arcade shooters. We're teamed up with a guy called Krisscoolmods as well, and he sells drives for light gun drives. So then the games that these units don't support will support his drive and other light guns as well. So if you've ever heard of Retro Shooter, the gun for IR guns, those are the best guns you can get really on the market. Blamcom, Gun for IR and Retro Shooter, they're arcade light guns. Them will then work with my system as well, and then you'll be able to play all those games with other light guns as well, mate. So we do big arcade cabinets, we do standard stand-ups, we do big arcade cabinets. We do up to 128 terabytes, dude. Of games, just 128 terabytes of systems, games. Like I say, check out my channel, check out the website, and you'll see the stuff that gets pumped out. So we're on Star Trek. We've got Football League on there. Goes a little bit odd on the image there, but it's cool, man. It's cool. Video backglass. This one I was impressed with. This turned out really nice. This taxi one's a bit odd. I might re-edit this as well, but it looks alright. Terraforming Mars pinball. This come out really, really clean. I quite like the way this looks. Adam's Family. And like I say, there's nothing wrong with the active back glasses, the animated back glasses that are free up on the Pinball Enthusiast websites and stuff. I couldn't find the full collection of animated back glasses and stuff, so I wanted to create my own. I just wanted to go through, design all my own. And you know, there is some that look better than mine. I'm not going to lie. There is some that look better than mine that I've seen and been, oh, that's cool, man. That's done really nice. One of the Jurassic Park ones is an example of that. But these look sweet, man. They look quality. And this turned out really nice as well. Pinbot, the machine. Yeah, this come out nice. Real nice. How much for the pinball? I think we've got them up on special offer. Because I've started getting into the pinball scene again, I've been out of it for years. I haven't built pin cabinet in so many years. So the front end is a work in progress. So as and when I've got updates, you just send your drive back. I'll upload any updated media up on the Google Drive. You can download that and update your system and so on. And these systems are pretty easy to add your own stuff anyways if you wanted to. So what I'm doing is I'm putting them at a discounted price, quite a large discounted price. I'm not sure what they are though. They might have been 2,500 or $3,000. Check the Shar-Kade website, mate, because I'm on live at the minute. I can't check for you. But yeah, have a look on the website, sharkade.co.uk. I do have them up on there. but I'm not sure what I've got them up at the moment. If I adjusted the pricing or not. I think they're still at the discounted price, mate. We have the Mandalorian one. This come pretty nice. I do like the pinball floating effect on this one. Princess Bride come out really smart as well. And like I say, it's fine having a even just an image as a backglass image, but having it animated does give it that extra touch when you're playing. It does look smart on there. I'm based in the UK, mate. I ship all over the world. Canada, America, I've shipped to Japan, all over Europe. So I ship worldwide, buddy. You just gotta, depending where you are, you just gotta hit us up, your zip code and stuff. And then I'll get back to you with a shipping quote and stuff. New Zealand, I can do. It's going to be expensive though, mate. I know even a small unit I sent to New Zealand, the guy ended up paying about £1,000 in import tax. They're terrible over that way. Tomb Raider one, this come out smart. This looks nice. And this is one of the new tables as well. And you get all these tables on here, the Pinball FX stuff, all free. And these are the official tables, all both paid for tables. Get them all free on your setup, with your own account. So you can set up your own account, all that sort of stuff. Tomb Raider. Trolls Pinball. Some nice animated backglass. I quite like this Twilight Zone one. I think it really stands out with that nice classic look to it. Mysterious Island. This come out really nice. I like the slight floating effect and the volcano and stuff erupting and the movement. It's nice subtle movement. It's come out smart. This is a cool little funky one. Whirlwind. And this one, I quite like this one. This come out extremely nice. Wolverine, this is basic. And there's actually another one someone else created, which is just like this. It's pretty similar to this, but this is different. It's made completely different. World Cup Soccer one. World War Hulk. I do like this one. This is smart. All the zombies moving around, running up the pin cabinet. It's really smart, that. And this Wrath of the Elder Gods. This I've actually got on Pinball M. I've got a different version of this as well, because it's slightly different games. I think slightly variants. But the backglass video I've got, it looks sweet. And we've got Xena there as well. What I'll do is I'll quickly go into the Pinball M stuff. So we've got all our Pinball M there. Now I haven't done Camp Bloodbrook yet because I forgot that game was on here. So we've got the DMD, we've got the playfield, we've got the still backglass, but what we'll do is we'll jump onto Chucky. That Chucky one's nice. I love the blood splatter in that. It's cool. And we've got Dead by Daylight. And then we should have Duke Nukem. This is pretty smart as well, man. Then we've got this Texas Chainsaw Massacre one. I've got to edit that DMD though, it's a bit too stretched. But it's a bit odd on the Pinball M stuff because the DMDs are tiny. I know there's a fix for it, but I've got to sit down and look at how to fix that because they do go small. The thing one's nice. Just nice little simple transition, and this is the Wrath of the Elder God. See how it transitioned, flipped round? And I think isn't it Cthulhu or something it's based off? So that's nice, man. And then back. So like I say, Pinball M doesn't have many tables. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tables, but that's a full collection up to date. So we've got the full collection up to date. Let's go on Dead by Daylight table.
Welcome to Dead by Daylight.
And then I'll show off a couple of the new ones, the Tomb Raider and stuff. So the way I've designed the cabinet as well, I've themed it and designed it round a pinball flipper. It just made sense. I wanted a slim design and I didn't want it looking square or bulky. I wanted it to theme as pinball, and I wanted it to be easy to do custom artwork for. And that shape, that design is quite simple to do custom artwork for, though it is stretched and you need like a stretched image, but it made it easy to then just, you know, theme the different aspects and thingies of the different images, and even any mistakes I could blend in nicely on there. Just it looks smart. Know what I mean? And all these are printed to the highest possible quality. I do all my own editing, so all the pictures, images are enhanced to the highest possible quality. I'm going to try and do this one-handed, not that I'm going to be able to.
Claudette Moran.
Right. See if I can hit that side with my knee. Unable to play it with both, but like I say, it does have solenoids in the side, so you hear that loud knock on the sides. That has solenoids in each side for the buttons, and they're on all the time. They're not rigged with any software. Actually, I've got them as permanent ones because I want, as you're going through the menu, in and out, I may on future versions add little switches underneath somewhere or on the system to be able to turn them on and off. So if you're playing at night time, stuff like that, and you don't want to wake the kids up, we'll have the option to then be able to switch them off. I have seen other pinball builders do those features on machines. So let's head out. I want to go back. I know I'll load Camp Bloodbrook there quickly, just show off that table because that's one of the newer tables. Now there isn't just Pinball FX and Pinball M or Pinball FX2, Pinball FX3. We do have Future Pinball. We have about 500 tables on there, and we do have Pinball, Visual Pinball, which is around 700 plus. Tables on there, and there's just more and more stuff gets added. Now, I'm not selling the software itself. Any editing, stuff like that, the tables, I'm not selling. Basically, you're getting what you pay for, especially with the official tables of Pinball M, Pinball FX, stuff like that. You're getting those at basically, I'm sorting my cost out my end, right? So you're not getting those basically thingy, you're paying for them in the cost. With the other tables, it is a big community. The pinball, virtual pinball scene is a big community. They get a bit iffy about people selling drives and selling tables and stuff like that that you haven't created. They're all free. They come free. I'm not selling those. I'm selling the system as a package, as the setup, all that sort of thing. So you're not... There would be pennies if I did make anything from them. It would be pennies. Know what I mean? I'm just setting it up ready for people to be able to just jump on and play all those tables if they want. I'm not going to uninstall those tables for someone then to have to download the tables and put the tables on with all the media and everything on there ready. Know what I mean? And that's why I want to go through a lot of the media, do my own media, then no one's got any complaints. Know what I mean? No one can sit there, whinge and whine and complain that, oh, that's my media, why? None of that crap. Know what I mean? I'd rather do most of my own media. The play fields, all that's pre-recorded through the software. Anyways, you can record the play fields, that's easy. The DMDs, you can record the DMDs, that's easy. Know what I mean? So most of the medias come from me anyways. The wheel stuff is created by someone else. I don't know who it is. I would leave them credit in the video, but I don't know who it is. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, the wheel art, stuff like that. And the wheel art on this, I have created some custom wheel art as well on this to match. And then I'm going to edit all the wheel art the same to match that wheel art as well. So all the custom wheel art on a Pinball M will be custom, and I would have designed that wheel art myself, and so on. So, you know, people do get funny in the scene and people jump to conclusions and stuff, but, you know, it is what it is. So this is the Camp Bloodbrook table. Now, because of where I am, and there's a lot of light coming in the room and big windows and window up there, there will be a lot of glare on the screen, so I apologise. I kind of play with one hand, but yeah, that is the, like I say, a lot of glare, but that is the Camp Bloodbrook table. So let's head back. I want to jump back into Pinball FX. And I know Xena's quite a new one. I think that's Who Done It's a new one as well. Let's load Tomb Raider up.
Please wait. I am now loading up the game. Have fun.
So we do have a mini amp on the front which you can access. Most virtual pin cabinets, you don't have access straight away to the amps. The main amp for the back speakers is on the front.
I'm falling in love all over again.
So that audio's actually not coming from the speakers there. The audio is coming from the side of the cabinet. So that's the SFF setup. So basically, as the ball rolls round, you hear the audio come from certain parts of the cabinet, stuff like that. So that's where you hear the sound from on there. And there is two other mini amps inside this unit. Now, we do have all this removable. I haven't got it bolted down at the moment, but you can remove it, take it off, take the screen out, and then you can access the inside that way. Because I wanted to keep everything small form factor, I had to figure out what's going to be the best way to have the playfield glass remove and all that sort of stuff. Hello, Beans on Toast. D. Thomas not streaming yet, is he not? Yeah, so we've got the Lara Croft Tomb Raider pinball table. And like I say, with these virtual pin cabinets as well. Oh, you're in the UK working from home? Yeah, with these pinball cabinets, like I say, you do get all official tables. So, like I say, you can just, if I'm building your machine for you, you can send me your Steam account. I can pre-set up all the updates, all the games, Pinball FX, Pinball M, all that. So you can play online, man. So you can access all your online scores on your own profile. And then anytime there's any new tables out, I will then jump on your machine and I'll get those games and tables activated on your system. and there's no crack, none of that stuff. So there's no cracked copy game for Pinball FX, Pinball M, and I think Pinball FX3. So all those cabinet mode, all that's activated. You have the full official tables and games all come with the same package of the whole setup.
I forgot you were such an optimist. Easy come, easy go.
So let's jump out of that. And like I say, I will be putting up, if you do have a virtual pin cabinet and you did want sort of these back glasses and stuff like that, I'll put them up and I'll maybe add in some tables as well. So if you have one of these other pin cabinets, generally they don't come with the official Pinball FX, they don't come with the official Pinball M. If you wanted to download a official version of the game through Steam, I can then set you up a bat file to run, so Steam runs as the system loads and runs in the background, and then I can sit and set up the tables for you. Now we'll be offering different packs up on the website, which will be a lot cheaper than what you will get them from Steam, but you'll also get the media packs as well. So any custom media packs that I do, I'll also offer them as a pack. So what I might do is, let's say they usually have add-on packs, don't they? Pinball, FX and stuff like that. So if it's the Tomb Raider pack or the Universal Studios pack, I will offer those sort of add-ons and tables in that pack. You know what I mean? The pinball cabinets, I've had this one over a year, but I haven't been promoting them much. I've been building arcade cabinets for 10, 11 years now. I think just as long as Extreme Gaming Cabinets were building theirs, I think just after them started building machines and that, mate. So we have the other Tomb Raider table there.
Please wait. I am now loading up the game. Have fun.
And we do have jukebox as well, which I don't have enabled at the moment, but there is jukebox on there. And I've gone through and edited all the backgrounds and it all plays through nicely and all that. So you've got like thousands and thousands of jukebox tracks and stuff. And we've got custom themed background music and stuff as well.
I trust you. Another chance. Another mystery to uncover. Best of luck.
And like I say, there is other systems on here. I just do have them currently disabled. So if we head up, we actually head back. So the ones I've got enabled at the moment is visual pinball. So we've got visual pinball on there at the moment. We've got the Pinball FX stuff. It's easier for people to go through. The thing with any new builds, I will be changing the DMD display. This, I wasn't too happy with this. It's not the right resolution the DMD displays are meant to be. It's a bit of an odd resolution and the display output isn't great. So I've had to use different connectors and different add-ons to get that to work properly. Now we will be changing it on any new builds. We'll be changing those DMD displays completely. We'll be using a different kind, just because it doesn't interact nicely with the system, because I've got different connectors. So it's not just HDMI, it's DisplayPort, HDMI to the DisplayPort to DisplayPort. It's odd. I had to figure it out with that. But like I say, we do have another DMD, but I just didn't want to change it out of there, which works flawlessly. Basically plugs and plays. You can unplug it as much as you want, plug it back in, it's fine. So like I say, we will be changing the DMDs completely, and then the media will also be changed around those DMDs as well. So one or two things on this one might look a little stretched out. So another custom theme menu as well I've created. And I'd like to try and keep stuff what other people's doing as well, keep it similar, know what I mean? So background stuff like that, just so it all looks sort of similar. So I don't want it looking too obscure and obscene, know what I mean? So it doesn't look like what other people have on their machines, but it is different. So I didn't create this theme. This is a free downloaded one, same as this Pinball FX one. I think I created that DMD though. I think I edited that DMD. I can't remember, it's been a while. And then but like I say, I've been going through all the media through those two systems, and then I'll be changing them on the other systems as well. Obviously Pinball, Future Pinball and Visual Pinball do have tons of games. They have tons and tons of tables, so I've got to go through each and every one, and some of the classic stuff I'll keep, know what I mean? Some of the classic backgrounds and stuff like that I'll keep. Any of the newer stuff I'll probably likely change the backgrounds and stuff on the newer stuff.
Welcome to Adventureland.
Right, I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the videos. I'm going to shoot off and get some bloody work done. I've got a ton to catch up on. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.